Hey, we're back. How are you doing there, Sonny Lamb?
I'm doing outstanding.
You are all ready to go to war here, you know.
That's right. Actually, I'm representing Bad Blood MMA. They're out of Queen Creek. I started kickboxing again. And yes, and oh my God, I'm so old. I'm so pathetic, and I'm so out of shape. I did this like tournaments all around the valley when I was 18. That was 10 years ago, and I'm reminded of how old I am every day, every time I go there.
Well, I had, when I was younger, I was taking karate classes, I was doing my Shurei-Ryu stuff, I mean, this is old-time karate. And I got out of it for a while, and then my son decided that he was going to go into it. This is some, 2-3 years later.
Okay.
We were going to go over there, so I said, hey, listen, I'll go with you, so we went over there the first time on the mat, doing the exercise. Boom! Faint right out. I did, because it was so tired. Speaking of faint,
yes,
okay,
and fall of people professionally.
For people falling, the wiener has struck again.
So today he resigned. Okay,
that's what I heard.
And I have two opinions on this, and because one, I don't think he should have resigned, but because the media made it such an issue,
I didn't think
he didn't have a choice.
I saw his pictures,
Okay,
and there were, from here up, he was just saying like, look at my muscles. That's all he was doing.
But let's back up a little bit historically here. So we have, let's just say, 3 Republicans. We've got Larry Craig, who was soliciting gay sex in a male's restroom, which is illegal, And then we have Mark Foley, who was doing sexting and emails and instant messaging to underage boys, which is illegal. And then we have David Vitter, who is caught with a prostitute and wearing a diaper, which is illegal and just gross. Okay, but these 3...
2 outs right there,
These 3 Republicans are still in office. David Vitter was using prostitutes from the same company that Elliot Spitzer was. Elliot Spitzer gets caught, and he resigns. So I find it funny that when Republicans do something, not only is it just out of the ordinary weird, it's illegal, and they bunker down. The Republicans bunker down, and they protect their own. And people say, well, this is just as bad. Well, let's back up. I'm not going to defend Anthony Weiner. He's an idiot, all right? But let's back up a little bit. What's the difference? One, he didn't do anything illegal.
No, he didn't.
All right? Okay, let's just throw that out there. He didn't do anything illegal, but he resigned. He said, well, I screwed up, so here you go. I'm just going to go ahead and resign. But the Republicans, they don't do that. They bunker down. They protect their own. And here's where their hypocrisy comes into play. Are Democrats really going on, taking a high soapbox pedestal and preaching moral values or family values?
I don't think so.
No, but the Republicans sure are. As they're trying to hook up with a guy in a male restroom, their voting pattern is no against gay sex, gays are immoral, gay. So they're the total hypocrites, because all they do is say, oh, family values, protect marriage, blah, 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 blah. But then what are they doing? They're boning chicks on the side, or dudes, and so that's worse. So I think so it is worse when a Republican does it because the way they vote. Yeah. But Anthony Weiner resigned, so now he has to start from scratch. Yeah. Bill Clinton bounced back. I'm sure he can too.
Yeah. Well, why don't they? To me, not them, the news media. They put such emphasis on the minute.
Yes.
And the real stuff. They don't.
Just this week, Congress tried to pass a bill that would privatize Social Security. But did we hear about it?
Nope.
No, we didn't hear anything about it. And again...
I heard about it? In a bar.
Yeah.
I was in the bar, that's where I heard it.
And that makes perfect sense, because in the media, you're not going to get this type of stuff. And the Republican debate, what a crock of crap. I'm sorry.
That is really bad.
They didn't even. It was supposed to be debate. They didn't even debate each other. Tim Pawlenty was put on. Say, hey, you called Obamacare Romney care. So Romney's right there. You going to debate him on this? Whoa, no, I was actually just referring to what President Obama said. Like all they did was just say, President Obama sucks, and they spouted out lies and bad stats about, job killing, Obamacare, which is a bunch of BS, and then they didn't actually talk about, there was no substance. They didn't actually say what they planned on doing. They just said, Obama sucks, and we would give tax breaks to the corporations. That's all I learned from the debate. And again, you guys have been in Congress, you've had the majority, not one jobs bill. When, before they took over, there was so many jobs bills, and there were so many bills that the Democrats passed in Congress that died in the Senate. But since they've been in charge, nothing. They have done nothing. And all they do is they just create these wedge issues about guns, gays, and gods, every political campaign, So you'll have a union worker that, even though, his Governor Scott Walker is trying to destroy his union rights, but he'd be like, well, I don't like them gays, so I'm going to vote Republican. They do it against they'll vote against their own best interest because of these wedge issues. And again, once they get in control, do they do anything about jobs? No. Do they do anything about abortions? No.
Hey, here in Arizona, the unemployment rate this week gone up again.
Yeah.
Just gone up. And this company is going to put 250 people to work in 5 years. This one is going to put people to work, 300 people to work, in a couple of years, maybe.
Couple years.
So it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's almost a joke. And look at the lady who's running for president who just said, "I'm waiting for the this one is going to be a good," because she is. I think she and Sarah Palin must have come from the same school.
We give them way too much leeway because everyone's like, well, Michele Bachmann did good in the debate. Yeah, for Michele Bachmann. I mean, it's like if a 3-year-old passes a kindergarten test, do we really give her too much props? I mean, right. She didn't say anything historically interactive. She didn't say, well, don't you know, I just wanted everyone to know that I'm running for president. I'm running for president in 2012. I mean, at least she didn't, screw up majorly or saying Paul Revere was trying to warn the Brits or that, the Revolutionary War started in Florida. I mean, at least she didn't try to spout any stats or historical facts because she would have screwed that up. But yeah, I mean, Michele Bachmann, she's not going to win because, are women going to vote for her when all she does is preach how you need to be subservient to your man and that she has to consult with her man and her husband on everything? I mean,
I don't think so. I mean, I'm all for, the old style situation.
Yeah.
Not all the way, but you don't go around preaching.
The thing is, nobody is actually running. I want everyone to know. Nobody on that party has any intention on running for president. Newt Gingrich, his entire campaign staff quit because instead of campaigning, he ran around in the Caribbean. And his wife is actually in charge of his campaign on the schedule. And she's already denied interviews because she said, well, I need time to get my hair and makeup done. Okay? And mid-campaign, when he does these stops, he actually even stops to start promoting his movies and his books. This is all a marketing thing. They have no desire to actually be president. And it's the same thing with Tim Pawlenty. It's the same thing with, Michele Bachmann. Tim Pawlenty had a chance to show some real balls and take on Mitt Romney. And he said, no. They weren't going to debate. Nobody is actually running for president. This is all marketing to sell their books or to get on the ticket as a vice. You want to know my prediction? Mitt Romney will be the nominee because he's the only one who actually wants to be president. He won't win. Because evangelicals, even though you love to say you're Christians and you love everyone like Jesus did, you hate Mormons, okay? I'm sorry. Evangelical Christians, you hate Mormons. You think they're a cult, all right? Now, I don't agree with you. I'm not dissing, but I'm just saying evangelicals, I've known a lot, and boy, do they hate me and my family, all right? So, he's not going to win, all right? But he's going to be on the ticket, and you probably will end up with Michele Bachmann or Tim Pawlenty as the vice candidate.
You mean you mean Palin is not going to be in?
No. She's making buttloads of money. It's the same thing with Mike Huckabee. He's like, well, I could run for all right. Here's the thought process. This country sucks. It's going to go to hell in a handbasket, and Obama's destroying it. Wow, that sounds horrible. What are you going to do? Well, I was going to run for president, but then I'd have to give up my job at Fox, and that's $500,000 to do 4 hours a month. So no, I'm not going to run for president. Well, but you said we were in dire, catastrophe, the rapture was coming and Obama was the Antichrist and he was going to kill us all and murder our babies. Aren't you going to stop it? Well, no, I'm making money. Hand over fist at Fox. Do you think Palin is going to give that up too? She's a celebrity. She has no desire to be president.
And her daughter's a landlord.
That's right. Her best, Sarah Palin is a professional wannabe politician. Because she sucked as a mayor. She quit as a governor. Remember, you can't call her the former governor. She's the former governor dropout. I can't say I'm a high school graduate if I dropped out of high school, okay? She's the former Alaskan governor dropout. She has no political savvy whatsoever. She's a moron. The only thing she's good at is running for something. Or away from something, whatever it is. So that's how she's going to make her mark, and she's going to sell her crap. It's all about selling their crap. So it's going to be Mitt Romney as the president campaign.
It's $4.39 a pound, by the way.
Yes, and then you're going to have probably Michele Crazy Bachmann as the vice candidate, and then you're going to see another asinine campaign from the Republican side, just as stupid and botched as the McCain-Palin ticket. So if you don't like Obama, too effing bad, because you're going to get another 4 years of him. And hell, again, it's still better than the knuckleheads that are running against him.
And you have to also remember that this goes on all the time. But then you have new little things that really gets me. The over 300,000 people. The hackers broke into the bank's computers. 300,000 people's their name, address, the information out in the street. Now, to top that off, the CIA computers. Now, that those got to be super giant.
Yeah.
The guys hacked in and then called the CIA and said, "Look what we did for you, just to show you." This is.
But when it comes to internet security, if I were to just lose a roster, because I hold on to people's security, in the military we have, rosters and everything, people's SNN. If I drop that file or I lose it, I probably will lose my security clearance and maybe get fired. Okay, but the banks. They lose, or Sony, they lose people's personal information or devastate lives. And again, that's white collar, which, that's okay. White collar crimes are okay. But boy, you smoke a little doobie in your backyard, causing harm to no one, we will hunt you down.
You're not
we
kidding.
will find
if
you.
You own the government 3 cents. The IRS.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't.
If you're ExxonMobil, don't worry about paying taxes. You're cool.
Yeah, I'll take it back.
If you make $20 grand a year, I swear I will hunt you down and I will find you and I will get your pennies, because that is what's going to change our country, and that's what's going to be rid of a $14 trillion deficit, is your pennies, Mr. Middle Class.
And with that, we have to say goodbye for today. Hey, listen, we are on YouTube now. Take a good look. Hey, we're going to have a good time on there. So until the next time, sayonara.
Hoorah.
Take care.